Alright, so I want to show you guys everything I got from that sale, and I'm actually going to try to process everything, do some research, get some stuff listed, and we can see if we can get some stuff to sell this week.
Chase after the right price.
This sale I just went to, always very interesting every single year. Last year, some of you might remember, I got some 1968 and 69 baseball cards, hundreds of them, near complete sets, just missing major stars. But I profited like $600 on those baseball cards alone. And this year, I got some more interesting old stuff. They just always have a crazy amount of stuff. It's priced like kinda high, but some of the stuff is well above its original value. So I'll have to do a pickup for you guys, but yeah, I tried to show some footage of the sale, but it's kind of overwhelming. So I was looking a ton of stuff up because there's some unique old stuff and a lot of eBay collectible items. So it's gonna be fun, including a crazy Cuckoo clock, some Xbox 360s, some pipes with stands, some collectible pins, a Mickey Mouse cookbook, just a crazy amount of stuff. I paid $171, and I'll show you guys what I got. Alright, so I want to show you guys everything I got from that sale, and I'm actually going to try to process everything, do some research, get some stuff listed, and we can see if we can get some stuff to sell this week and kind of make a full buying and selling video out of the deal. So this stuff is going to be pretty much all Amazon, whereas everything in the light box, or at least most things, are going to be eBay. This was a $75 Xbox 360 bundle. I offered them $70. I said, where's the hard drive on that one? And they didn't know, but they thought that they both worked. So there's some risk. The good part is 360 stuff is pretty spiked right now. And even if both systems don't work, we've got Sonic, Pocket Bike Racer, that's nothing, but The Simpsons is something, and Minecraft is also definitely something. And then there's two controllers and the cords for both systems that look nice, and then two systems. So I think if everything works, we might be looking at $250. If everything doesn't work, might be looking at, like if both systems don't work but the other things work, maybe looking at $100 to $120. So worst case scenario, still make some money. So that's kind of why I bought that. A lot of times people ask, how do you pay up for stuff even if you know it doesn't work? Well, you got to try to make sure you can at least get your money back if everything is broken. Okay, this stuff, so unique. This sale, it just gets me every time. This I am very intrigued about. It's a Cuckoo clock. It was marked at $30. It's broken, it's all kind of in pieces, but I think the people that buy them are into restoring them or getting them restored anyways. So I got a good feeling. I paid $25 for it, and we're going to do some research on that, see if we can find anything. These pipes with stands, paid $40 for all of them. They were marked at $54. And I'm noticing that this one actually has a brand and stuff on it, so that could be helpful. I've sold those before, and I think that will be a decent purchase at $40. These Catholic Bibles, pretty interesting. The brand is Cambridge, which says it on one of them. I think the other two are also Cambridge. Still got to do further research, but I was finding some pretty good solds on those. This Donald Duck pin set is pretty awesome if you ask me. It is limited. This is number 237 of 1934. And it's got the COA on the back. And I saw a sold with bids for $54 plus shipping. Every time I see a sold that has bids, multiple bids, that usually means you can get more than what that one sold for by doing buy it now, because maybe the right people didn't see the auction in that 7-day time frame. Somebody might be willing to pay $100 or $80 for something that sold with bids for $54. I almost never do bids on eBay unless I'm starting the price really, really high on something that's really unique. Got the Mickey Mouse, and I paid $7, not $10. Got the Mickey Mouse cookbook for $3, and that should be worth at least $20. And then this Steam Link, it says brand new on it. I think it is. If it is, it's worth about $50, and I paid $10. So, oh yeah, and then these Pokemon books. So you got this one on top, but then really what got me was the set, which should be worth about $25, and I paid $3. So very wide variety of stuff. I got a feeling the book set might go to Amazon. The Steam Link thing could, assuming I can sell it. And other stuff will be eBay. So let's kind of go through, do some research, and see if we can get some stuff sold. So I listed the Cuckoo clock here. No information that I could find on it. I don't see any name brand or builder or anything. It's definitely a 4 parts or repair clock, but I mean, it appears to be very old. So I just put it up for $500 or best offer, just a complete shot in the dark. I doubt I'll get $500 or maybe even anywhere close to it. But hey, I like to start high just in case I do have something special. And if it happens to be worth $1,000, somebody will get a great deal, but I wouldn't have sold it for $100 in that case. So we'll see. Hopefully I get some conversation on it, some questions, and some offers. So I got this one listed it for $100 plus shipping. The only one that I could find that sold was $54 plus $9 in shipping. So I'm definitely trying to get on the high end, but it had 5 bids on the one that sold, and there's none listed and no others that have sold. So if somebody else is looking for this, this is going to be their option. It's in excellent condition. It even has the certificate of authenticity with the sticker seal still sealed. So this will be the one to have. Number 237 of 1934, and we'll see. I might be able to get 100. If not, I think I can at least get 70 or 80. But I always like to start high because why not? So this one here had solds for 20 plus shipping up to 25 plus shipping. This is not the first edition 1986, and this is 1987. So I put it somewhere in the middle at 23 plus shipping, and I think that it will probably sell pretty quick, but we'll see. So I paid $8 for these books here, and this is a Cambridge Holy Bible, which is pretty sought after, but it's in really rough shape. The cover is loose. I showed that in the pictures and whatnot. This is not a Bible like Jesus My All or something, and then something else here. This one's from 1923. That's the only one I could find a year on, so I think they're either early 1900s, maybe late 1800s in this case. So very old. I listed them for $100 or best offer, so we'll see what happens. So within an hour, I had a buyer offer $75 for the Cuckoo clock. So I guess it's a wall clock. It's not even a Cuckoo clock. My title's a little off, but they gave me basically the brand. They said these are reproductions that were made in the 1960s, and most of them are water themed or ocean themed. And this is the basic brand, selling from anywhere from like 100 to 250. They offered me $75 for parts clock. I can't find the exact one, but this gives me a much better idea of the value knowing the brand. So I'll probably revise my listing a little bit and see if I can sell it to the person that's made an offer, since they seem to make a living with these clocks. So I'd be happy to sell it to them. Already at a triple up at 75, so we'll see what happens. So I've got the pipes out, cleaned up. I think I'm gonna do very, very well. So I paid 40 bucks all in. I just listed this one alone for 40 bucks. It's match grain, Algerian Briar, France. And that was, there's similar ones that were selling for around 40. None that looked exactly like this, but I think that will sell. And then these ones, I listed on the cheaper end. These are imported Briar, you know, Silver Duke on this one, and then the other one's something else. And those ones I listed for 20 a piece. Basically, if they're 20 or more, I'll list them individually. If not, I'm just going to lot them up together with all the stands. And then an interesting part is inside of one of the stands, the jars, was this bag full of vintage keys. So I feel like there's a market for these, and that might bring even more money to sell those in one big lot. So definitely an interesting addition there. So yeah, this might end up being the best buy of the whole sale, but we'll see. So there you have it. I listed that lot for $200 plus shipping. We'll see what happens. Definitely going to take offers on that. And then those three, 20, 20, and 40. So I had 40 bucks all in, and if everything sells, I'll be looking at about 260 to 280 after fees, and then still have to list the keys that came inside of one of them. So we will see what happens. So I'm pretty excited. In the background, you can probably hear it. Got my disc cleaner working right there. Had to get it refurbished. I've had it for 5 years. If you bought that machine new, I think it'd be like $6,000. I got it refurbished. I can't remember if it was like $3,000 or $1,500, somewhere in that neighborhood. It's a beast. It's from Elm USA, Echo Auto Smart Pro. That's the one I use now. Before that, I used the JFJ Easy Pro, which is decent, and for the price, that's what I recommend for those that are doing a side hustle or kind of running a smaller business. I only recommend that beast of a machine if you are doing over 100,000 in sales or more, because it's quite an investment. But yeah, excited about that Cuckoo clock, kind of proof of concept that it is worth something. I'm trying to work a deal out with that person that sent the offer, so we'll see what happens there. I got the keys spread out here. I'm going to list those, and we'll go from there. Well, both 360s did not work. Both of them have red ring of death. So, just about worst case scenario on that. The good thing is the games were there. There was also an Xbox memory unit, and the controllers look good. So I think I'll still be able to salvage at least 125 in total after fees sales out of the deal. Buy cost was 75. I just listed the 360s together with power cords and one set of AV cables for 30 plus shipping, so I'll walk out with maybe $25 for these systems as is broken. The controllers I might be able to get about 20 bucks a piece after everything, so that puts us at 40 plus 25, 65. And then the games, I'm thinking maybe another 85 to 90 in value plus the memory unit. So salvageable, but definitely not ideal, since it takes work, it takes time to, to process all this stuff, to have a store, to provide a service to people that buy it, to test it, to do all that stuff. So making 50 bucks for, this will probably be an hour to 2 hours of work. Not necessarily ideal, but hey, at least I'm still making money. And this pipe already sold within 1 hour. Sold for $40 plus $4.60 in shipping, so we've already almost broke even on the entire pipe collection, just on that one. So that's amazing. I'm going to reach out to this buyer and see if they have seen my other ones and if they're interested in anything else before I ship. But that's a great sale. Okay, so these ones I'm going to send off to Amazon FBA. I have them listed in Inventory Lab, which I will show you guys. So, this Pokemon set paid $3, listed for 42 bucks. So that was a nice score. 8 books in there. This Steam Link, it was not brand new, but it is like new. It looks like it's never been taken out of the box, but the box is opened. Paid 10 bucks, listed on Amazon for 85. On eBay it would be less, but that's why I'm going with Amazon. And the Little House on the Prairie set. This was a first sale that I went to. Didn't show it, but paid $5, listing this for 50. We'll see what happens. Amazon needs to go out of stock in order for me to sell it at that. But there it is. Total buy cost $18, sales value $177, and then total net profit $106.74. That's after fees, shipping, everything on those 3 items. So definitely happy with that. That might go down a little bit. I may adjust some prices, but we'll see. Then I've got the games. They all had to go through the disc cleaner, but they look great now. And then the Xbox memory unit. I'll get those listed, and we'll see. I'll enter the buy cost as $75, since that's what it was for the full bundle. And we'll see if these can at least get us to that 75 break-even point. So they are listed. The profit went up from 106 to 128, so about 20 bucks in profit. Entered in the 75 buy cost. Simpsons should get the buy box at 43. Minecraft listed at 50. That is definitely spiked right now. The memory unit listed at 1340. And then the other game, Sonic the Hedgehog, listed at $29.95. So thankfully the games are going to make the money back, and then the controllers should be profit. So even though those systems were broken, I was able to get a little bit of the money back. So I did 30 plus calculated shipping, so the shipping should cost me about 15 bucks. I'll net about 25 after fees for the 2 broken systems. Took off any hard drives. I can't remember if they had them or not. And then just sold them with the power cords and 1 set of AV cables. So it's better than nothing. I'll get those shipped out, and I should still profit on the deal since Minecraft is so spiked right now, and pretty much every game, all the games I got with a deal are pretty high. And then the controllers were working, so should still be worth about 125, even though I paid 75. Would have been worth a lot more if the systems worked, but sometimes that's how it goes. So it's a few days later, and I sold another one of the individual pipes. Got $18 plus shipping. Sent an offer, and the buyer accepted. Still haven't got any final bites on the Cuckoo clock or the wall clock. I revised it. I accidentally had free shipping on there, so I added calculated shipping. I've gotten offers of $80 with free shipping. Basically, if I got an offer of $80 with shipping on top, I would take it, since I have $25 into the clock. But we'll see what happens, and still waiting on offers for the pipe collection with the other stands and whatnot. But since this one sold for 18, the other one for 40, we're already in the profit on that entire purchase. So I'm very excited. I sold the Cuckoo clock, or the wall clock, paid 25 bucks, sent an offer of 150 plus shipping, and it sold. I've got it all bubble wrap packed up, and I'm going to add the craft paper on top. Great sale. I held out, had offers of 75 early, as you guys know, but just thought I could get a little more, and thrilled with 150 bucks. Sent an offer on the Mickey cookbook and sold for $18.39 plus shipping. So definitely a nice little sale. Stuff is slowly selling from that garage sale, but definitely everything seems to be a worthwhile purchase. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for today's episode. It's now over a week past that garage sale. Sold through a pretty good bit of it, but still have the rest of the stuff to go. I think that the potential value is still going to hit at least 600 plus, because I've already realized a lot of the sales, and my buy cost was 176. Best case scenario, the sales will hit over 800, but I'll be willing to send out some offers to buyers, and would be happy to land in somewhere in the 600 range, but I'm already well in the profit overall, and it ended up being a great sale with some very unique finds. Hit that like button if you liked the different style video here with showing a lot of the sales, and if you like some of the unique finds that I normally don't have in my videos. But yeah, if there's profits, I'm gonna buy it. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Stay tuned every Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time.